Hello guys, welcome back to another Iceborne build guide, and in today's video we're going to be covering my Awakened Hammer build that makes use of Resentment, Agitator and a bit of self-utility in max evade window. I also make use of max focus, but I will elaborate on why a little bit later in the video. First I'll go over the armor and weapon upgrades before taking a look at the decorations and a deeper look into the skill stats and the reasoning behind them. So this is an Awakened Safi build, so you will of course be needing the full set of Safi Beta Plus, as well as a fully upgraded Agitator charm, followed by the Safi Shatterchrusher hammer, which is the blast variant of the hammers. For the upgrades on the weapon, I'm running an attack upgrade 6, 2 attack upgrade 5, and 1 sharpness increase 5, as this is not a master's touch build. And finally, depending on whether you play this build in multiplayer or solo, you might want to add in a slot upgrade 3 for flinch 3, or you can of course ignore this, in which case I'd recommend another sharpness upgrade or an attack upgrade. For the augments, we're running an attack augment, and then again you have a choice on whether to take or ignore health regen augment. If you ignore health regen, you will synergize better with the resentment skill. However, after a lot of testing, I found that it isn't necessary to ignore it, and you can still proc resentment on most of your important hits, which is usually things like the final hit of your neutral 3 charge, where typically you will miss a hit in the rotation before landing. Of course, tailor it to your preference. So let's take a look at the decorations and skill stats, and as always, if you don't have the decorations I have, just take a look at the skills and try your best to replicate what I have with the decorations you have, or compromise in order of personal priority. So first thing to notice is we already have 100% affinity on weak points from the Safi set bonus, 3 times weakness exploit, level 4 attack boost, and the 5% affinity that comes native on the weapon, so there's no need for critical eye. We're also fortunate enough to have this critical damage maximized with 3 times critical boost on the armor already, allowing us room to slot in extra utility, as I have done by maxing out evade window. From here on, you have room to experiment and personalize, so I will explain what I've taken and why. I've gone up to level 4 resentment via decorations and level 4 agitator on the charm, but I've opted to prioritize other things like coalescence and focus instead of maxing out agitator or resentment. This is for 2 reasons. Firstly, in the case of coalescence, it is the single highest damage per single point modifier in the game, so it's far more valuable to include 1 point of this than it would be to throw on another agitator or resentment deco in. It also synergizes perfectly with level 2 blight resistance, which comes native on the set. The second reason is I run with max focus. This seems to be a contentious subject for a lot of people, many arguing that the most used skill on the hammer is the 2 charge upswing, and focus makes it difficult to manage this ability because of how fast it makes you charge both to and beyond it. Now whilst this is true, all that means is you have to adapt your playstyle to the point where faster charging is to your benefit, and I personally cannot play hammer without focus because my playstyle is to charge and then release upswings exactly when I need them. I don't like sitting in the charge waiting for it to tick up and then releasing it and just hoping that everything's synced up where I can land the hit. This is way too slow for me to be both accurate in executing my intentions and being able to play aggressively, so focus makes everything snappy and instant. Some people will like that, others won't. If you don't like it, then you can of course choose to drop focus in favor of other things like maximizing your agitator and resentment or fitting in mind's eye, etc. Though the balanced solution to this would be to drop a single point of focus, leaving you with level 2 focus and slotting in whatever you want in place of it. For the mantles and decorations, it's entirely up to you, but I highly recommend one of your mantles being the glider mantle, as it comes with 2 level 4 decoration slots and has near permanent uptime due to its low cooldown and high usage timers. So that's pretty much the build, guys. I've got a couple more to upload and I'll do that over the next few days. If you're new here, feel free to check out the other builds I've posted for various weapons, and you're also welcome to recommend any builds for any weapon you'd like to see down in the comments below. We're going to start streaming on Twitch any day now. We're just in the process of setting that all up, so if you're into that, feel free to give us a follow there as well. Links will be in the description. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, as that really helps me out, and if you're not already subscribed, consider doing so for more Iceborne content coming soon. Okay guys, take care.